Hello and welcome along to Monza. I'm going to go through a few of the details in the game of curbs that is getting around this track. There's a couple of different types of curbs and kind of determine your entry and exit into the corner. So yeah, if you count 3 and 2 and then you want to brake just before the 150, depending how much fuel you have. I'm pulling 18 litres in here. Start to turn in there at as you pass the green strip and try and get nice and high up onto the first curb. You can use that curb to kill a bit of your speed. If you're coming in too fast and you have to throw it into the corner, you might need to do that, but get up nice and high on both curbs. Otherwise you're going to make that little chicane a lot longer for yourself. Yeah, you can, if you exit wide you can get your tyre onto this green strip here, but you're better off just staying away from it because it's very hard to perfectly run along that strip. Car's length there before the shadow of the bridge. Get on the brakes. I kind of aim the car at this second arrow thingy here, if it's still there, till you clip the curb, and then try again similar to the first chicane, try and get up as close to the sausage curb as you can without actually hitting it. You can see there, give it a squirt of power to get you from one apex to the next. The idea of a lot of these corners is you're trying to get on the wheel, on the power when the wheel hits the curb, whether that be ideally the front wheel. You can be more conservative then as you go mid car, back wheel. Then if you're really narrows about a corner you tend to get on the power well after the apex. That's kind of that's part 2 of the game of curbs. These curbs, you see them at Ascari, they have the little gutter in them, so you want to run the car along the white line without actually dipping into the curb itself. There's an orange man sits on that corner. You kind of use him as your point to get on the power. If you're getting on the power, just go back to him. Probably useful to have a bit of sound on, isn't it, on these? So you want to brake up to a car's length before the road and then turn in. And then get on the power at the orange man. Don't go too mad here getting out on the green stuff. There, so when your front wheel hits that little platform there, you get on the power. You can get on the power earlier if you want, but it's just riskier. So this is mid-race, so brake there 70 meters. Aim for this little slot here, so you get your right front wheel onto it and then hit the power. Up to you. There is scope there for gaining more time and getting on the power before you actually hit that little curb platform at all, but it's, yeah, as you can see, this is one of the spots where people run off. All about making these long straights as long as possible. So brake about 2 cars lengths before the orange man, or the end of that barrier. Get about halfway up along this curb, and then try and get your left front over these the first black part of the sausage curbs. And you can see here, run her back again. There's so much detail in corners. Like, I was looking there at 12,000 kilometers on this track. You're just constant game of details. Like, if you can pick out all these little things, but yeah, it's very hard to explain them in one corner unless you slow it right down. So you can see here where you get on the power. As the mid car is striking the curb, so it's not too bad. Then you want to stay out of this gully if you can. Run your right front tire along the white line. Then again, aim your left front at this. And then just let it go out as wide as you can, but make sure your 2 wheels don't cross the white line there. You want to be keeping her legit. So halfway along this green yoke is about 90 meters, and then throw her in, and again it's one of these gutted curves, so you want to just get your right front onto the white line and get on the power nice and early. Again, you're using the orange Marshall there as kind of time to get on the power, and run your left wheel up along this outside, so you're kind of, the less you turn the faster you go, pretty much. So let this next lap play. I don't know if it's any good, but nice enough across them curves. Second one could have been better. The execution and accuracy is just takes a lot of practice to get the turn-ins right. It's close. You get it wrong and you hit that curve, it can cause a spin, you know. Didn't see that I missed the power there in that corner. Braked a bit late. Generally, if you're going slow on this track, you're braking too late. Just to sum it up in one sentence. You're having to wait and wait and wait to get on the power, or it's messing up the second corner for you in the chicanes. there you have her. Monza. As I was saying, the more and more you practice it, and just keep trying to hit them curbs, better. If you're sliding into the first curve and you hit the curve too hard, you're braking too late. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.